Ben White transfer boost to a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Welcome to the football news, top 10s and lifestyle zone. I'm Rokani David, aka RD. Onto this channel, please feel free to subscribe and join us as we will bring you the latest news as far as it happens via very many different platforms in there. Now today we are here onto this channel to bring you a story about a man who goes by names of Ben White, an English player who is been with the English team at the Euros in them, and he plays for them which goes by names of Brighton Albion in there, and he has been having a very fantastic season. He can play into the central defense, he can play into the central midfield, he can play off the right wing, the right back in there. That is the lad who goes by names of Ben White in there. Very much talented, one of the top defenders that we've seen into the Premier League this season, and he's really doing great, and he's proven, by the way, and I think he's the best signing that Arsenal are targeting there to partner with Rob Holding in there. For those that really watched my video yesterday, I really brought you a video of how Arsenal could line up if the signing of Rafael Varane is done. When you look at the age of a man who goes by the names of Ben White. Ben White is 23 years old. He was born in 1997 on October 8th in there. That means this year he's heading to 24 years of age in there. He played 36 matches last summer into the Premier League and one EFL Cup. It shows you how much he's really not an injury prone player, because if at all a player can go in and play close to all those number of matches, it shows you how much that player is so much fit and always onto the pitch. So I think Arsenal needs such a signing, and there is a very big boost into the transfer of a man who goes by names of Ben White in there, Benjamin Ben White in there from Brighton. And how does that come about? It comes about by the fact that a man who goes by names of Gareth Southgate, before England went into the Euros, they said, before even they went into camping, after releasing the 26-man squad and Ben White appeared onto it, the manager, old coach of England, who goes by names Gareth Southgate, came out and said that no player is allowed to get out, to negotiate a deal with the team, to be unveiled as a player or to go for a medical, and no team is allowed to come into our bubble. Remember, England was into a bubble to really carry out a medical here that he's joining another team. So that is something that really delayed all these negotiations between Ben White and a team which goes by names of Arsenal. Now, as we speak now, the Euros got done on Sunday. England was out through penalties after Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford missed out those penalties, and we saw Donnarumma saving two of those, that of Bukayo Saka and the player who goes by name of Jadon Sancho in there. So that coming to an end has brought in a boost of this deal of a man who goes by name of Ben White to Arsenal, because now it looks like Ben White, before he goes out for a 3 weeks holiday, he really wants to get to know his future. Is he staying at Brighton, or is going at Arsenal, or is going at Man City in there? And there is another team which goes by names of Everton who wants the services of Ben White in there. So Ben White, Euros ending, it's a boost to a team which goes by name Arsenal. Arsenal topping up the bid to £50 million in there that Brighton want, and they feel like they're not going to stay with this player. And I think there is no way Ben White is staying at a team which goes by names of Brighton, because if at all he wanted by Arsenal, Everton, and a team which goes by names of Man City, I think those are all good teams that Ben White looks like, if at all he really wants to consolidate his team, his position at a team which goes by names of the English national team, to compete with either the Maguires, the Mings of this world, and a player who goes by the names of John Stones, who plays by the name of Man City. I think he really feels like this is the best chance he has got to really come out and go ahead and play with and make his move happen anytime from now, because Ben White to Arsenal is something that Arsenal are wanting. Arteta has already signed a player who goes by the names of Nuno Tavares. Left fullback is a backup for Kian Tierney, but he can as well take over the #1 spot at Arsenal, because when I look at him, he's really good. Nuno Tavares, he's really good. That age, very good, and they got him at a cheaper price in there. And Lokonga, completed his medical and is expected to be at Arsenal, I think in Scotland, where they're really going to go and play some good games because they've already traveled. The Hector Bellerins are already there in there, and we expect Lokonga, after finishing the quarantine, to join them there to play those 3 games they're going to play there before they head to the United States of America in there. So one thing I want to let you know is that Arteta really has been experiencing some bad quality into his central defense. He tried to reinforce it with Gabriel last summer. He brought in Gabriel from Lille at, I think, £20 million in there, and Gabriel really lacked a partner to play with. Rob Holding came in and played very well, and if at all you remember the predicted lineup or how Arsenal could line up with Ben White, the video that I did, I really partnered Ben White with a man who goes by names of Rob Holding. So I think Rob Holding will be getting another partner. I think Ben White is going to be a constant into the Arsenal central defense, and Gabriel and Holding will be fighting for their spot into this. But the reason as to why Arteta really wants or due to speed up this deal is that Gabriel was part of the Brazilian national team, and he was in the Olympics, and they were training for the Olympics, and Gabriel got an injury. That means Arsenal is short of central defenders, and Ben White should be imminent. And I think in the next 2-3 days, this deal is going to be happening, because Arsenal has agreed a deal with Ben White, and they've agreed personal terms with Ben White. After agreeing personal terms, you will ask me, how did they agree personal terms when the manager of England never allowed them to go out? No, the manager allowed them to conduct conversations on phone with their agents and with several people outside the bubble in there. So that's how the personal terms were agreed by a team which goes by the name of Arsenal and a lad who goes by the names of Ben White in there. And all in all, I can assure you that Arsenal really want a central defender, because they are lacking central defenders at Arsenal. When you look at those available, they're having they're having a player who goes by names of Holding, they're having Gabriel, and those are the most prolific that they have at Arsenal. And now one of those is injured, and we don't know when he's going to come back. I think when he comes back, we need a lot of recovery. Today is 13th. We are just a month away from the Premier League resuming. So that means, will Gabriel be fit to play the first game of Arsenal? That's something that you should know, because when you look at the fixture, when you look at the Premier League fixture, Arsenal, when you look at, let's check out on the Arsenal Premier League fixture. Yeah, let's look at it and we know, because when you look at the games that Arsenal really has to go on and play, Arsenal Premier League fixture. Sorry for that, but we are really excited for Arsenal's Premier League fixture in there this season, that is 2020. I just want to know what the fixture of Arsenal looks like, because when you know how the fixture looks like, you'll know the urgency of why Mikel Arteta is pressuring Edu to get the signing of Ben White done, because he has no centre back. He has no centre back. The only standing centre back he's having is a player who goes by the names of Rob Holding. Saliba has completed his loan move to a team which goes by the name of Olympic Marseille, so he's going to be there for another year. So it shows you that Arsenal is really doing bad when it comes to the so-called Premier League in there. And when you look at the friendlies they're having, they're playing a team which goes by the names of Hibernian on 13th. On 13th, that is today. They are playing Rangers on 17th July, 5 days. 1st August, they are playing a team which goes by names of Chelsea, and on 8th, they are playing a team which goes by names of Tottenham Hotspur, and Friday 13th, Arsenal is playing a team which goes by names of Brentford. That's the opener of Arsenal, and after playing Brentford, after like 9 days, they play a team which goes by the name of Chelsea. Now, this is where I wanted you guys to know that Arsenal is playing Brentford, he's a newcomer into the Premier League from the Championship. Arsenal is having an edge on that. But remember, Arsenal is playing away from home, and they're playing a team which goes by the name of Brentford in there. And you know, these teams seem to be stubborn, so Arsenal really needs to hype up its team. And that's why Ben White should come up early enough such that he really plays 1 or 2 of these games that Arsenal is going to play. And I think he should play that game against Chelsea on 1st August and 8th August against Tottenham Hotspur to really get up a better pairing with the man who goes by names of Rob Holding. That's when things will really come up to the the happening, and you don't expect you don't expect Ben White to really get a better partnership with a man who goes by the name Rob Holding, and without playing these games together, because partnership grows with the number of games that you play together. You saw Italy, Bonucci and Chiellini have played close to 230 games together, and they really have a very good partnership together. That's why you saw them that they have a very good communication in between them. So Ben White and Rob Holding is expected to be the ideal centre-back partnership of Arsenal next summer or next season in there, but they're opening up with Brentford, and they are going away, and they are hosting a team which goes by the name of Chelsea on 22nd, and playing Man City. That's their third game in there, and they're playing Norwich as their fourth game. So Arteta needs to get this signing done, such that Rob Holding gets to partner with a player who goes by the names of Ben White, such that by the time they play Man City and Chelsea into the Premier League, that will be something great for them. So that is a boost of Arsenal. The boost has been brought by the Euro Championship coming to a cease, and after coming to a cease and to an end, now Ben White is expected really to push on his move from Brighton to a team which goes by names of Arsenal. That's all I had for you here on to Rokani, on to the football news, top 10s and lifestyle zone. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here daily. Here we do news of all teams, but Arsenal are really doing great because they are having the most viewed videos onto this channel. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. This is RD Rokani David onto this channel. I'm out for now. Big up to Corsi Media Arsenal, who really shares these Arsenal clips onto his community, and you guys follow back onto them. I'm out for now. See you later.